My name's Samuel, really, but a Bible name. But I'm just Sam. I'm from New Zealand, and we're just driving through Hawesville, which is an outer suburb of Christchurch, which is in the South Island of New Zealand. It's one of the big cities. It's not big compared to probably where you're from, but it's big from where I'm from. Anyhow, I don't live here. I get the fuck out of here because I don't like cities. Too many people, too many traffics, too many bland bullshit, stupid houses and all that, and all suburb. Look at that, look at all that bullshit. See that? That's everywhere you look is this. New developments, the sprawling city, the sprawling suburbs roll out from every fucking edge of the city, making it a creeping big metropolis of boring fucking subdivided houses that all look the same, with hardly any greenery, which is good. I'll turn it to here I am. Back again. Oh, there's cops up here, look. Pulling someone over, talking to somebody. Luckily it's not me. If they're busy over there, then they're not with me, right? So good on that. Right, here we go. So anyway, now I'm a little bit happier because there's more trees. Look, trees and farmland, sheep, big trees, big grass, big whatever that is, corn, open fields of greenery. That's what we're talking about, right? So I'm on my way to a little settlement they call Birdlings Flat, which is, anyway, you can probably tell from my accent that I'm a Kiwi. So, I don't know what we're going to talk about, we're just going to ramble, me and Louis. Can you see Louis? Louis sitting on my lap, he's a chihuahua. I put him in a wee bag that I put over my shoulder and he sits in that as I walk around his head's out. He's cool, mate. He's a cool dude. He puts a smile on people's faces. Right, Louis still on my lap, we're cruising. We're just out of Taitap, now we're on our way. It's getting more country by the minute, which is what we like. It's more relaxed, it's calmer, it's more natural. Away from the metropolis, fucking human preposterousness. Where I live is right by the beach, right by the sea, and it's quite wild. It's a spit. It's a big spit, big long edge of the land, edge of the freaking island. And there's a big beach spit which goes for a long way, and it's all stony. But right on the edge of the sea, where the water is, it's sandy. I often fly my drone down there and make some pretty cool videos. And it goes for a long way. It goes all the way down to Timaru, which is the next big city. It's not really a city, a big city, but well, I suppose it is. In New Zealand terms, anyway. But that spit goes all the way down there. So you can actually ride your four-wheel motorbike all the way down there if you had enough petrol. You have to take an extra supply if you wanted to get home again. But it'll take you a day to do that. Longer. But you can get to Selwyn Huts, which is also quite a long way, and that's a little settlement, just like Birdlings Flat, really, except for that's even more primitive because they're not allowed to live there. It's kind of a place that a few locals that do live there have been told they have to move out by, I think it's sometime this year, a few months. And some of them have been living there for all the last 30 years or so. So it's quite a big deal, and they're protesting about it. So they should, you know what, they should be allowed to live there for as long as they fucking like, because that's where they live. Who's got the right to tell them to fuck off? It's not kosher, is it? So, I mean, fair enough, they can say no more people building on here for permanent residence. Fair enough. But the people who are here, permanent residents, let them live their days, okay? And then when they fade away, there's no people left. And it's all cool, just like they want. But just have a little grace, man. You understand me? That's what they're saying. That's all they're saying. I went there the other week and met some of the locals. Me and Louis got out and walked around, you know. And they're good people. They're cool people. If you're older than me, we got little dogs and stuff. I'll show you some of the local countryside. There's lots of cabbage trees around here. We're in Mochikwara now. Mochikwara is another little settlement. You can't really see it much because it's off the main road. See up here? Read the sign. See the sign? Mochikwara Green Park. Green Park is where I went to the other day. The Selwyn Huts are a little bit further up. The Green Park is what I'm talking about really, which is another little settlement just like Selwyn Huts. Sorry, I got them confused. But the same thing's happening at Selwyn Huts as Green Park. Anyway, there you go, Mochikwara. There's a race course down there, and a few houses, kind of lifestyle blocks sort of thing, and a few bigger farms. And there's a big long street that goes along parallel to this one, just over there, and that's where all the houses are. And they've got a race course, which is called the Mochikwara Race Course, where all the horses come, like once a year, have a big bloody meeting and they run around and collect a whole lot of money from the punters. Give a little bit back to a few of them. And make a bit of money every year. Fuck all. Just enough to keep the bloody thing open. And the people with horses coming back, it's a struggle. Financially, of course. Just like every fucking thing. Anyway, pity you can't see Louis. It would make the whole video a lot better, wouldn't it? I'll show you Louis. Isn't he just the sweetest little dog? Louis, you know what I'm talking about, you don't we? You're getting a bit hot, aren't you? I've got the air conditioning on to cool him down, but he's been in a hot car for a few hours with me. In and out of the hospital, etc. But I've got the air conditioning on and it's on full bore cold. It's not cold. It's cool. It's cool. But it's not working as well as it should be, right? Anyway, that's Louis. There's a bit of dry grass right now. These paddocks need water, need rain. This farm here, there's a farm right here. Look. See? It's not too bad. Are those little heifers, are they? Look, this is see that? It ain't real. They service other farms, I guess. This is anyway. I'm feeling a bit cooler now, aren't we, Louis? You're a good dog, Louis. You're my favourite of all animals. You're the best one. You're the one I love. Oh, look at that house. See that beautiful house? That's a good farm, isn't it? Nice farm. Look at all the paddocks. Whoa! See that dangerous, fast speeder car? Fuck, that was scary. He was going real fast. But keep your eye on the road, boy. Don't get fucking caught up pointing that camera everywhere. It's dangerous, right? There's a big lake. I think it's the 5th largest lake in New Zealand. It's called Lake Ellesmere.
And it's fucked.
What I mean by that is it's polluted. It's very shallow and it's been polluted for many years. And it's quite yucky, you know. And but it's a big lake. It stretches a long way. It's shallow, but it's wide and long. Where I live, there's a lake right there in Birdlings Flat called Lake Forsyth. That's a smaller lake which reaches to the bottom of the hills of Little River, which is the last wee settlement before you drive over the hill towards the inside of Banks Peninsula, the inside of all the hills, volcano. So you're on Great Ankara, right? Well, this side, the last wee settlement's called Little River, which is just a 10-minute drive down the road from where I live in Birdlings Flat. So Little River and Birdlings Flat are connected. It's like where I live is like Little River's beach, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I was saying, what was that? I was talking about the Lake Forsyth. Yes. Well, Lake Forsyth is also polluted and fucked. And it's been a problem for many years, and all the people associated with the lake get together and talk about what they're going to do with it. And they try all sorts of things, but it never works. And it gets this algae bloom, which is kind of bluish. It's very toxic. And the dog goes to swimming in the water when it's like that, it'll die a very suffocating, awful death. And I guess the birds do as well, and the sheep, the cows, people. You can see the Lake Hellesbury over there. It's looking pretty dirty right now, right? Can you see it? Anyway, so that's the lakes. But when you're living next to them, it doesn't smell or anything. And it still looks beautiful, and there's freaking heaps of birds on there. So it's still a lovely place to live. But about 50 years ago, it was beautiful. You could swim in the fucking thing. Fish. And people used to come from Christchurch to go swimming in the freaking lake. Birdlings Flat. Now that would be good to get it back like that. That's what everybody wants to do. That's what I'm talking about, but it never works. I don't know the answer. They've tried planting trees, dredging shit out of it, making channels that open up to the sea. They've got one at the moment. They've dug. It's a big long sort of channel that opens up at the end of the beach, where the cliffs are. Right at the end, that's Birdlings Flat, right? But right at the end of the beach there's the cliffs of the hill. It goes over, what I was talking about before, it goes over to the other side of the peninsula. Right there on the edge, where the cliffs are, end of the beach, is where the channel begins. And they've dug that out, right from the sea, opened it up to the seamouth, dug it, curled it round, dug it all the way to the lake, fed it in there. So the lake fills up, and then it gets out through that channel into the sea. The idea was for a sea to go into it as well, and for it to all mix together and clean it out, I guess. But I don't think that's fucking working very well. But they're still doing it. So probably is helping a little bit. Anyhow, that's what they're doing to that lake, and that's where I live. Yes. Just about home. I'll have to pull the phone up again and show you the turn off to where I live. It's Birdlings Flat settlement. We'll do that in a second. Just go there. Cows. Can't see it, but way down that road, which you just missed, is Birdlings Flat own golf course. Yep, we've got a golf course as well. Quite privileged, aren't we? We've got a few things. You know what we do? We go fishing on the beach, on the sea, with long lines and surf casters and all kinds of different things. Kontikis, drones. And some days on a nice nice gentle northerly, that just gentle breeze that goes out towards the sea. It makes the sea calm. And on a beautiful day, you can sit out there at a nice temperature, the sunset or the sunrise even, with your fishing line out on your comfy chair that you bought, and spend your day like that catching fish, isn't it? And it's awesome. beautiful building here. Here we are. Turn off. Indicate. Lots of people with a big truck behind me. And here we go. Turn off. Birdlings Flat. And off we are. Down the road. Off the main road. That big truck I said, it's not a truck at all. It's a camper van. There's a fucking zillion of them going to Akaroa. Anyway, here we are. Just about home now, Louie. You excited? Hey? You know it, don't you? Hey? You happy? Good boy. Good boy. You can see it now? See it now? It's Birdlings Flat. Just over that way, behind those houses, is the lake. See the hill? That's the hill. See the hill? That's the cliffs right there. See it? See the cliffs behind the houses? Here we go. This is the side of Birdlings Flat that I don't live. There's a lot of new people moved in lately. Resettlement. Every house is different here. So, see look at that house built on a funny angle. There's one for sale. There's a funny wee crescent down there. Look, you can see the sea. See the sea. I hope I'm pointing it in the right direction. Maybe I'll just go down there so you can have a look properly. I won't get out, but I'll just drive down to the car park. This is the end of the road to Birdlings Flat. A lot of people come here to visit, and they come here and they park in this car park here. So it's not really a car park, it's just a big round pit. Anyway, we'll go here, have a look. Another thing people do is they come here and they drive down there. See, drive down here, they drive down there and all around there in that shingle, and they get stuck. Someone gets stuck at least once a week, more than that. Every fucking week, I'm not kidding. There's the lake. See that? It's the big edge of the lake, isn't it lovely? Lake Foresight. It's clean at the moment. The algae's not there, which is good, but it comes back. It'll come back. But at the moment, it's not there. It's clean, beautiful, and look at that. And right over there where the cliffs are, see the cliffs? You can't see the channel, I don't think. No, you can't. Where does it open? Somewhere over there it opens and winds its way. You see on the edge, sort of like on the bottom of that cliff there, that kind of winds around there. You kind of can see it. You can sort of make over there, right on the edge. Let's see this. That's the cliffs. This is the beginning of the channel. There's a nice walk there along the beach. You can't see, but that edge of the gravel there, just where the sea line is, there's actually a hill, and that dips down, and then there's a lovely beach down there, a sandy beach with a lot of agates as well. People collect agates, and they're beautiful stones. And if you're lucky, you might find a little bit of greenstone. Well, who knows what? Beachcombers find all kinds of things. Sometimes dolphins and whales, all sorts. And all the way down that way, which you can't see, is the spit in the flat. That's kind of like a warning, don't drive down here or you'll get stuck. But that's what they fucking should say on that sign instead of stop! Loose shingle! Oh, I've got a big four-wheel drive, I can handle loose shingle. Look at all the funny little houses. Look at all the funny little houses. The beach is just over there. Isn't this much better than bloody the city, the sprawling metropolis of boring same? Isn't it? Look at this. Look at that one. Look at that openness. Look at that hidden away there. Isn't it lovely? Oh, I love it. I love all this. Little cottages, funny little houses. So edge. The edge of fucking country. It's good, it's country. It's got a good feel, this Birdlings Flat. That'd be like free, relax. Whoa. Right, I'll see you then next time. I hope you enjoyed that. See you later, guys.